With Sugar Ray Leonard becoming the new middleweight champion of the world. And it is a thrill to watch Ray drink his coffee here this morning on the Good Day set.
I need it, Eileen.
I know you need it.
I need it. It's been a long, long week.
It's been a long week.
I swear it's been a long week.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good. Nice
Fine.
to have you here.
It's good to be here.
Gee, you know, you didn't even break my hand when you shook it. I'm
No,
amazed.
I'm very, very fragile, I tell you.
How'd the weather treat you getting here? Was it tough?
It was difficult. We had a lot of turbulence, but I felt very, very confident, very optimistic, especially in the air. I just felt that we would make it here.
It's hard to say no to the middleweight champion of the world, you know?
Well, let's say, you know, people keep saying, well, Ray, now you're retired. I'm not retired. I'm unemployed. I hate retirement. Sounds like I'm old.
Well, you know, let's talk to that for a minute, because didn't you say you were retired and you had a detached retina and your wife didn't even want you to go into this fight?
Well, no one wanted me to fight. In fact, everyone was opposed to me fighting again. But I had to do something that was going to make me happy, and that was to beat up Marvin Hagler.
And you know, that fight started psychologically in every way from the moment the announcement was made. You know, I guess Marvin said he had to really hate you in order to fight you, and he had to build himself up, so he kept saying things about you. True for you, too?
Well, the fact of the matter was that he creates an aggression. He builds up anger to motivate him. And I never said anything that was derogatory to really, really upset him. I kept saying, this is my buddy, this is my friend, and I think it rather worked. It
worked, as he was saying other things about you, right?
Yes.
You were guaranteed $11 million for the fight, and Marvin guaranteed 12. Is that right? Or does it even matter when you get up that high in money?
It does matter, because I hate to be the underdog as far as income is concerned. But it was a pretty good purse, and we both were paid for services that were rendered.
How much as the winner did you take?
About 25 million.
About 25 million?
Yeah. Uncle Sam was listening. Yeah,
Uncle Sam was listening. You know, though, I have to ask you this question. I mean, has boxing become a money machine? Talk about the old days when was it more sport than it is now? Do you know what I mean? Because there's so much money, so much promotion involved.
Well, it's all commercial. It's like everything else. There's a business venture, and there's a bit of economics that's involved. And that's why now, you know, with the support of Cause, I'm into the managerial aspect of boxing. I represent other professional fighters. And it's economics, quite natural, like football, baseball, and basketball. But you have to have a talent to be productive.
It's economics, but you know, there's been so much reported in the last few years about the injuries that can come from boxing. Talk about that.
Well, you know, they keep saying that boxing is so barbaric and what have you, but you know, the fact of the matter is, if you go by statistics, boxing, like, it's number 8. You have other sports that produce a great deal of violence and injuries. Football, I mean, all those sports. But one thing about it, say for example, if you took or eliminated fighting on the ice in hockey, you wouldn't have any fans in the stands.
Well, it'd be nice to see a game rather than a fight, wouldn't it, with hockey? Yeah. But have you ever, you have a detached retina. How about any other injuries? I mean, I'm thinking of Ali.
No. But you know, I mean, everything, they say, well, you know, everything is related and relative to boxing. But with the detached retina, which I had suffered, but I'm okay. My vision is 20/20. My vision is better than people on the street. And with Ali, I think it's called Parkinson's disease. But with the detached retina, you can sneeze and have one.
Yeah.
You know, it's something that no one knows how it happens. You don't know when it happens.
As you coach these fighters for Cause, what do you tell them? I mean, safety is important.
Oh, no question. We take every precautionary measure. And the fact that boxing is now, because we don't have a constituency, we don't have the type of backing or support that other sports have, because in football, the university makes money, the owner makes money, everybody makes money. But I think now in boxing, we've taken measures where we can prevent or minimize the risk factor.
How? You don't wear helmets?
Well, no, because there is a distinction as far as amateur and profession. As an amateur, I think it's mandatory to wear headgears and protective gear, because you don't want to be handicapped when you become a professional. But as a professional, you have the experience, and there's a third man in the ring to regulate safety, the referee.
That's true.
Yes.
Go back to the fight. Did you really think that you'd beat Marvelous Marvin?
Oh, yeah. Think I could beat him, or?
Yeah, or would beat him.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. He knew that. He just don't want to watch the tapes anymore. Okay? But I really felt, because people were so opposed to me fighting again, and they said, well, the risk factor. And now, they all saying, you're going to fight Hearns, you're going to fight Hagler? I said, what about my eyes? Oh, the hell with your eyes.
That's
your eyes
right.
are okay.
Yeah, do you feel a little used now by those people?
No, they're fickle. This like now, all of a sudden, they have amnesia.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight anymore. I want to drink coffee and talk to you.
How about your, all right, I'll take it. How about your wife? I mean, is she saying don't do it again?
Well, you know, she doesn't particularly care for the sport, but she supports and she loves what I'm doing because what makes me happy, in other words, I can't sign an autograph unless I'm happy. And that's the reason I fought Marvin Hagler, because I had to do something that was inside of me.
You know when I really started to like you a lot?
Excuse me?
No, I'll tell you when. About 2 questions ago. No.
Jesus. Give me a break.
Teasing. Your son, the relationship that you have with your little boy and those commercials and those things we used to see, I just felt like you must be one heck of a father. Is it still true? Pride yourself in being a good dad?
Stop patronizing me.
All right,
no,
I won't. I'm asking you a question.
No, my son, you know, he's an independent guy. He'll be 14, by the way, this month. 22nd this month. Wears a size 9.
I remember when he was little,
like
little,
that big,
huh?
a little teeny kid.
Yeah.
But Ray's, he's a good kid. He's playing football and basketball.
Would you let him be a boxer?
He boxed when he was 5 and he prematurely retired.
Yeah.
He said, I can't do 2 things, go to school and fight. So, no, he has his own, you know, has his own mind that he wants to get involved in computers and football.
You brought these gloves on the set, and I know why, and I just want to tell everybody, these gloves will be a part of at some point, auctioned off for the homeless in Massachusetts as part of Channel 5's Project Shelter, and I want to thank you for that. Will you sign them for me, Ray?
Yes, I will.
Great, okay.
You think Marvin will buy them?
You never know. You never know in this world. What could
I want to do anything that's going to help people.
I want to thank you very much for being here. It's great to meet you.
And you look gorgeous.
Oh, aren't you nice?